Raya and the Last Dragon. So Raya is and the Last Dragon is directed by López Estrada and Don Hall. It also stars Kelly Marie Tan, Awkwafina, and Gemma Chan. So Raya is about Princess Raya alongside Sisu, a dragon, and they go on an adventure to search for the pieces of the dragon stones in hope of saving this land from the Droon, a shadow type figure that turns people into stone and hopefully reunite all of the nation. Now, I was fairly happy with this film because, for one thing, Raya is the first Southeast Asian Disney princess, which, me being Southeast Asian, yeah, I'm a little bit biased. And I was pretty happy with how she was portrayed, because she was an absolute badass. I mean, you see her do things and you see these sequences that you don't necessarily commonly see from Disney princess movies. I mean, again, she was just an absolute badass, and it just solidifies how great this movie was. Truly, I think it was a spectacle to behold, to see her character do these types of things, I do feel like there were just so many things happening all at once. I think the pacing was a big problem because it affected a lot of aspects of the film. I think, for one thing, the character development of the characters were affected severely. I mean, the less screen time they had, the less development they had, which also in turn affected the impact of the message and the entirety of the story, because the character development of these characters were actually really essential to the impact of the message, because the message relied on the differences of these characters. And yeah, the pacing really affected that. Now, not only that, I think that because events just keep happening one after the other, the audiences can't fully absorb the things that are happening, and again, significantly affected the impact of the message of the film or the story of the entirety of the film. And again, I think the biggest issue for me, and it was one of the that greatly affected the story, was the Droon, or the thing that they're trying to kill, or they're trying to move away from entirely the film, because it was portrayed as this thing that turned people into stone, and there was just this thing that was just a big threat, but you really couldn't see it because it didn't have that much screen time. And I think, again, it affected how it impacted the film, because again, things just keep happening, and it sometimes felt like it wasn't even there. So I think I think the message, or the impact of the message of the film, was greatly affected with its pacing, and there were just so many things that needed to be done. Honestly, I think it was one of those films that really would have benefited a lot if they had added a couple more minutes, maybe a little more time, just to pace out each of these events so that the impact of the story would have been better. So yeah, I think a couple more minutes more, and I think this film would have been really, really great. All in all, yeah, I was really, really happy with how they portrayed the first Southeast Asian Disney princess. I was also pretty happy with seeing Southeast Asian culture. You can see it in the details of the film. It was pretty cool to see it, and yeah, it was. All in all, I think it was a really cool film. I think it is a great watch. I think it'd be a pretty cool thing to watch with your family. Honestly, I actually would have wanted to see this in theaters. I think it would have been pretty cool to see this in theaters. It deserves to be released in theaters and seen in theaters, but unfortunately, with the world we have now today, it wasn't available. But I was pretty happy that this was released and it was made, and it was pretty cool to see all of these things. I think family members, kids could really enjoy this, and yeah, the message of the film was pretty cool too. And I think kids could learn a lot from this film. So yeah, it was I enjoyed it, and yeah, I think it was a pretty cool watch. I think I'm gonna give Raya and the Last Dragon a 3.6. There you go, guys. That was my short review for Raya and the Last Dragon. So have you seen the film? What did you think? Comment down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.